People like you are curtailing the speech through political correctness. People cannot speak in this country anymore.
Two things straight off the bat. I bet you didn't think I'd be starting off with that statement from the first video of Peter Sweden's filming of the Unite Against Hate in Manchester. And second of all, I bet you wasn't expecting for this clip to start with me sat on the bog. I started with that clip for a reason. We know with this movement that there is a curtailment of speech that is happening, and you know you can feel it. You know there's a lack of true freedom of speech. We all know that one way or the other. And to be honest, you don't have to be in any movement to kind of realise that. You don't even have to be awoke to realise that. A strange thing happened last night whilst I was out with my wife and some of her work colleagues. A couple who was there was talking to me regarding something they just heard. Now, I didn't get the full conversation, I only got the gist of it, and the gist of it was there's some kind of mandate going out now that you're not supposed to tell your child that they're beautiful. Now, I got this to mean that as you are nurturing your child from birth, telling your child that they're beautiful is seen as wrong. Now, I didn't really get the reasons why, but to be honest, with the Big Brother system that we've got, with the Orwellian system that they've got, we're trying to input new words and rephrase new meanings for words. It didn't surprise me, albeit very shocking. Very shocking when you hear about that. There is no way that I'm ever going to negate telling my children how beautiful and how intelligent they are, because the state doesn't want me to. Now, like I say, I don't know whether that was true, but they were under the belief that that was true. So maybe someone in the comment section could actually clear that one up straight away. So that was the first round of PC taking over the world, as it were. The second round, on the same evening, we were all in a situation where we had a meal and drinks. Where we had a waiter that dealt with us personally all night. Now that waiter, personally, I will cut to the chase. Aesthetically, I could not gather whether that waiter was a girl or a boy. I didn't know, because there was conflicting things going on with what I could see, with what I could hear, and with the name of the person. And it wasn't just me that was thinking that, everyone in the room was literally thinking that. This is not to get at this person, because the bottom line, this person done an absolutely pucker job, totally was hospitable to us, totally sought to our every needs. So it doesn't really matter one way or the other. I'm not really bothered. I was just really curious. The strange thing is as soon as the waiter went out of the room, it became hot topic, and no one could really fathom. And everyone was looking at items of clothing, shoes, hairstyle, the voice, the facial features, and still no one could really fully determine. And we're talking 3 gentlemen and three women, 3 couples, and none of us, we were all scratching our head. Step up fucking red pill Phil. While we're having these consultations, obviously the waiter says the name, which I'm not going to say, and then describes himself as the waiter for the evening, not the waitress, the waiter. But then again, we live in a PC world, so you don't know where to take that. You don't know whether to appropriate, misappropriate, you don't know what the fuck's going on, pardon my French. This waiter is in and out getting the food, and then the idea is the waiter stays outside of the room that we're in and only comes in when to get the plates and, you know, for any other needs. So predominantly the waiter's in the, what you could say is a corridor outside. There was a member of staff that then come in as they do, tried to flog raffle tickets, tried to get you to gamble, bet and whatnot, which I didn't really partake in any of it. And one come in to do a raffle, but it was a signed shirt. Now it's quite a desired item if you're a United fan, for the simple fact that it was a shirt that was signed by all the players and the manager as well. If you don't support United, it's probably going to be good toilet paper for you, isn't it? But so you can imagine there was a lot of interest around the table. I didn't partake. So other people were doing it, but it got me thinking, while this person was here taking money off other gentlemen that were willing to partake in this raffle, I thought I'd ask the question to this gentleman, not in a disregarding way, not in a disrespectful way. Is this waiter a boy or a girl? Now, as soon as I alluded to asking that question,
people cannot speak in this country anymore.
It's inciting hate for us.
the table kind of erupted. I wouldn't say shocked, but was very wary. It was almost like, you know, when you have a couple that go to a restaurant, you'll have one of the couple that is not happy with the meal. The other one will be just want to get by and just eat the meal, get out of there and think, well, we're not coming back, so don't worry about it. But the other one is not only not happy with the meal, but wants to bring it up with the manager. So then you've got the other one who's not really a confrontational person that'll be like, don't. It was like that. And I didn't know whether I actually felt I was in the wrong towards the end. I'm like, I only asked the guy, is our waiter for the evening a girl or a boy?
So I'm a Nazi.
You must be if you
I am a Nazi.
You must be if you follow that.
Now, this person didn't take offence by that because obviously it wasn't him. But at the same time, he got what I was trying to do. He was just asking a basic question. And he just said, mate, to be honest, I don't know. Because I only kind of work these boxes and I'm off. I don't see these members of staff on a day-to-day and, on a regular basis. So I don't know.
You're not right then.
I'm not right.
You're not right, no.
So that was it. But the look of horror from the other guests, even my own wife, was intimating that she's going to kill me when I get home.
God help you.
Work that out.
And I'm like, this is PC that stops you even asking basic questions.
You're a traitor to your own thought.
For fear of what? Upsetting someone just querying. Now I'm sorry if this person aesthetically looked in such a way and vocalised themselves in such a way and dressed in such a way that I could not determine the sex. I apologise, that's probably my fault, but you tend to be able to determine the sexuality of people pretty quickly, and I couldn't. And because of the PC world that we live in, you're not supposed to ask, and if you do, you've gone below the belt. That's why that first statement from the Unite Against Hate when Peter Sweden filmed me in Piccadilly Gardens is so important. It is still there, it's still a big problem, and even within this movement it's still a problem, but even external from people who don't even want to be woke up, just want to live their life. They are products of this and it affects them just like it affects anyone else. But yet, you've got a population of people that are giving into it. Now, same again, if I'd have asked that question in a disrespectful way, in a cheeky way, in a loutish way, in a sexist way, I would understand, but I didn't.
There you go, there's your debate, right out the window.
Because you can't talk to an half-wit.
I was only curious as to what the sex was, and I was asking in a considerate way, in a considerate manner. So, don't ask any questions, because it seems that you may upset someone, even if you only want the answer to a basic question. Red Pill Phil, I love you all, even the people I can't determine what sex you are.